Thank you, Brother Steve. It's good to be back in Hebrews this week. Well, if you're anything like me, you may just have the problem of not heeding the warnings of others, okay? And I tend to be, I hope I'm getting a little bit more mature with this, but I tend to oftentimes be pretty stubborn, and oftentimes I have to learn the hard way. When I could just listen to other wiser people and save myself a lot of hassle. But for instance, just to use an example, if you're anything like me, when you see a sign posted, "Do not touch wet paint," again, if you're anything like me, you got to touch it. You got to touch it just to make sure it's still wet, right? Just a little bit of rebellion in me, right? A little bit of stubbornness. I gotta find out for myself. But now that's kind of a small thing. But again, not paying attention to the warnings that are put before us can indeed be a dangerous thing, depending upon what that danger is. For instance, many of you may have been around during this, but when Mount St. Helens blew up in the 80s, you had scientists that were monitoring Mount St. Helens, a lot of the seismic activity that was going on at the time, telling everybody that this thing's going to blow and it's going to blow soon. But the problem was that as time passed and the eruption didn't happen, people became more and more, less and less wary, I guess. And so you had campers and photographers who would be there on the mountainside in the national park there, and just not heeding the warnings of the scientists. But then May 18th came, May 18th, 1980, and all of a sudden that eruption happened. All of a sudden you remember the ash started going up in the air, and then that mountain, that volcano blew up. And it blew up with such force that if you study it out, that not only did it blow out the whole side of the